Hello, my name is Jennifer Rodriguez, and this is GDSN 150 typography. I hope everyone's doing okay today. I'm going to be talking about our project number one, which is called Type Safari. And that's like literally what we had to do. We had to go out there and take pictures and find different typefaces and identify them. So that our main objective was to classify them into these different categories. There was sans serif, serif, display, and also script. And we had to get 6 of each of those and kind of put them together in this really cool like poster almost. I'm gonna share my screen now so that we can look at that. Okay, so I got it right here. It's up here. We can see that I have A through Z right here. And also the main thing that I started off thinking about too, even though we obviously had to get these all in and aligned and cropped and all of that fun stuff, but one thing that was really fun for me about this project was deciding the typeface that I was going to use for this type safari, and also choosing a background. So I ended up going with dark letters and a light background just because it felt more like comfortable to me. Like even this type itself just felt really comforting for some reason. So I'm going to talk to you about a few letters that I found kind of interesting. So the first letter I'm going to talk about is this R right here. Okay, so the main thing about this R that kind of stood out to me when I first saw it was that at first I thought it was a script. Oh, it has to be a script because it has this really like loose, like really flowy, um, almost like lucid feel to it, right? So that was the first thing I thought. You can almost even see like the way it's written because it is kind of it's almost like italic because it's like slanted a bit like that, and it has like this almost like they connect, and it does have a smaller stem and a larger leg. And I don't mean the thickness, I mean like physically, like this stem right here horizontally and vertically, like it does have like a distance between it. You can kind of see that. But yeah, that was the main thing that kind of caught my attention about it. I did really like how, again, how it is very like flowy and it is really like loose. It did turn out being a serif, which you can clearly also see right here because of this little serif that sticks out on the bottoms of it right here. But yeah, that was mainly like the R. The next letter that I found really interesting was going to be this K right here. Let me just move this a little bit. Okay, so this K is also going to be a serif. I don't know why, I just kept getting really drawn to these serifs. Like a lot of them had like really like loose flowy fills to them, and I really liked those. So yeah, this K has the crotch right here, and basically it's a very thin one compared to the thicker leg and the thicker stem that it has as well. So that was like a really nice contrast, like comparing between the both, like, you know, the thin against thick and how it kind of has this delicate feel to it. Honestly, it had like a gentle flow too that you can kind of like see throughout the other letters as well. But like with this K, you can also kind of make it out right here. It's like really like gentle the way it flows. The last one I'm going to talk about is going to be right here. So this Q, um, it's very bold and loud, but it also has like this sense of like design to it too, which I really liked because it is a fashion poster. I believe it said something like Queen, but basically all the letters, it seemed more like it was a piece of art rather than it was just like a word. Like the letters themselves seemed to be like completing the background and completing everything else, and it was kind of the focal point, which I thought was really interesting because it does kind of take your attention. It kind of grabs your attention at that point. Yeah, that's basically it. So there was a lot of trial and error with finding these letters because um, a lot of them, again, like they wouldn't be identified. Like as I was trying to identify them, they just didn't really want to show up. So yeah, it was a little difficult finding some of those, but all in all, I feel like this was like a really nice process and experience that I went through. And I feel like it kind of opened up my eyes a little bit more to seeing how a typeface can really change a situation, and it can really like distinguish different different things. So yeah, thank you everyone.